Early morning update Monday. Paul Lindman and Scott Lynn with you in Portland. When OJ Simpson was acquitted of the 1994 murders of Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, many thought he got away with murder. Were they wrong? Our next guest says yes. William Deere began his career as a police officer. He's since worked all over the world as a private investigator, has his own agency, and now a book, OJ is Innocent, and I Can Prove It is the title. He joins us live. William, what's the most convincing proof you've come up with?
Well, the fact that we have his diaries where he talks about it's the year of the night for me, I cut away my problems. We have his altered time card for the night of June 12th. The fact that he'd been given an airtight alibi, he's cooking in front of 200 people, has now been lowered to 30 to 40. The fact he left the restaurant 55 minutes early. Nicole was supposed to have the dinner after the recital at his place, but failed to show up. We have also a storage facility that he failed to make the payment on, and inside was a big box. Inside was his diaries. It's the year of the night for me. I cut away my problems, and I'm tired of being Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. A picture that, to me, was very important. It has him in bed wearing the knit cap, playing with his dog. During the trial, they said that the hair found in the knit cap found at the crime scene contained hairs from an Afro-American and a dog, and they could not definitely say it belonged to OJ. But the picture speaks to me for itself. At the bottom of the box, we found a knife. And the knife it was inside of a sheath. It was scratched initials JS on it. We took the knife to one of the top experts in the country who wrote the book on knife and gunshot wounds. He compared the knife and said it was a replica Gerber Mark I designed to cut and to kill. The hilt had been removed. There was jagged edges. He compared that to the autopsy photos of Nicole, to the laceration on her skull. Said as far as he was concerned, it matched. He felt in all probability this could be the murder weapon. That's just part of what we've been able to acquire. Now we're able to show that the socks that were found at the foot of the bed contained blood from OJ and blood from Nicole, except for a major factor. The blood contained EDTA, and in all probability, according to Dr. Reeder and several other experts, the blood had to have come from a vial of blood and been dripped onto the socks because the blood went from side to side, which meant there was no foot in it. In addition, our suspect was on probation at the time. He was 24, 5'11", 235, and on probation for assaulting his previous employer with a knife. Again, never interviewed by the LAPD or the district attorney's office. Records show that he checked into Cedars-Sinai Hospital just weeks prior to the murders, telling them he was about to rage. He was out of his depakote to control his rage.
William, we should interrupt here. Your suspect is OJ's son, right?
That's correct.
Well, all that said, you say that OJ knew of his son's demons, and why would he not come forth with that information if he knew that?
The son has been in a psychiatric unit before, and we have records where OJ visited him there. He had 3 attempted suicide where he stabbed himself with scissors and cut his wrist with glass and did an overdose. We know that he's taken this medication for a long time. We know Brentwood Pharmacy used to fill it for him. We know he's had some serious problems, and the fact that when she did not show up at that restaurant where he was cooking that night, that probably set him off. We knew he carried the knife either in his boot or on his belt. We know he also was angry. His girlfriend was crying. She started to give him an airtight alibi, but the alibi was destroyed. So technically, he had no alibi.
Our time is all but up. Is OJ covering for his son then?
Yes. OJ was at the crime scene, for your listeners. There's no doubt about it. The evidence proves it. But no blood on the brake, no blood on the accelerator, and just less than a thumbnail of blood found inside the vehicle. Yes, he was there, but he was there after the murders.
William Deere's book is OJ is Innocent, and I Can Prove It. He's told us a few reasons why this morning. Thanks for being with us, William.
Thank you.